Hey friends, of course it's Dr. Stephen here. I'm down in my study today and just want to thank you guys for such kind comments and your prayers during the last few weeks. Well, things are sorting out now, kind of getting just a little more normal, and I'm thankful for that. This week is just kind of an interesting shift from in our Worldview class, because now we're looking at, in the Elements of Christian Worldview by Palmer, we're looking at the issue of work. And some of the reading you'll be doing is by a scholar by the name of Dr. Miroslav Volf, kind of an unusual name. Dr. Volf, he and I actually have a number of mutual friends. He graduated at Fuller Theological Seminary, where I did as well, and he's about my age, but I did not know him. In fact, I'd never actually met him, but I actually have some friends who are pretty good friends with him. He teaches at Yale Divinity School now, really sharp guy. As I said, originally from, I think, Croatia, and a powerful testimony. But Dr. Volf is writing about work and the redemptive aspects of work. You know, we often mistakenly think that all work is a result of the fall. But when we look in Genesis and really look at it well, we see that unproductive work is what was the consequence of the fall. But Adam and Eve were working in the garden prior to the fall. So there is a redemptive work. There is a work that actually fulfills something of God's image within us. And so Dr. Volf writes about it. I think you'll enjoy as you read through that. And then there's another video, and this video again is Dr. Tim Keller. And I know I just showed you guys the video last week, and this is the last one of Dr. Keller for the course, but it's actually from probably 6 or 7 years ago, and it's about 8 minutes long, and it's an interview on a news broadcast. I forget which one, but it was about a new book that he was writing on the issue of work. And in this secular audience, which you sense that, you know, it's not necessarily a Christian audience, but Tim really does a great job of talking about work and talking about priorities, and even makes some comments that I think will be really fascinating, and we're going to talk about in our discussion threads. So let's just keep plugging along. Every other week we've got a one-page reflection paper from the Lewis readings, and then the other week, each week we have a 3-page reflection paper. Excuse me, I said that backwards, didn't I? We have a 1-page personal reflection paper just on what you've read or discussed that week, and then the other week we have a 3-page reflection paper on C.S. Lewis. Forgive me for misspeaking. Sometimes I get just a little bit confused with all the classes I'm teaching and involved in. But we'll just keep doing those. If they're late, that's okay. I'll collect them at the end. If you're needing some extra time, it's okay. Just make sure that you're jumping into the discussion threads, because that's a key part of the grade. You're all going to do great. Everybody here is going to do great. If you're participating, if you're doing a robust response to the discussion questions, and eventually you get me the papers, you're going to do absolutely great in the class. It's not going to be a problem at all. So I'll talk to you guys more next week, but in the meantime, I'll see you in the discussion threads.